Hey guys, Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Today I'm at Koi.com's headquarters and got permission from the owner to kind of do a tour and stuff like that. And they're nice enough that they're gonna let me feed, which is like fun, you know. I like to film it and I like to do it because it's fun, obviously. Normally there'd be more gates and things like that up, but since they had an auction today, they've been having to catch some of the koi out and things like that. So, you know, let's go ahead and do some feeding here, see what they do. Put a couple handfuls in there, get them really going. Yeah, and they've already eaten several times today. You can pretty much feed them as much as they want. There's so many fish in there. I love that sound. That's, you know, that's almost, ooh, look at that. That's a diamond scale Chogoi. That guy's nice. I don't see too many diamond scale Chogoi. There are lots of, you know, Kohaku, Sanke, Showas. There's some Ogon, Yamabukis. There's, what else? There's a Concho over there I can see. You know, as you watch the video, if you know koi, you'll see more stuff than I'm able to name here. You can watch it multiple times. I'm just doing off the top of my head. There's a Shiro back there. Let's feed some more of that. That's just fun. I like feeding. You know, there's nothing wrong with feeding fish. So that's just a fun frenzy. And that's really what I love about koi, is you get a bunch of koi, and you get feeding them. And let's take a look over here. I know it's loud, but there's a lot of filtration going on in here. These are some of the real big boys in here. Like you can see, you know, that's probably a 40 or 50 pound fish, no joke. And they've got surface skimmers back there, so I'm going to feed over here and we'll see if we can't get them to do, oh, that's unique. You don't see that every day, kind of the black side to it. But these guys are all real big lunkers. And we'll see if we can't get them to come and eat. You know, he says they might not because they've been kind of harassed by people all day long, and so they're a little sketchy and scared. They've had the net in here, and oh yeah, I mean, these guys are beasts. Look at that! Wow. You know, some of these are bigger than this three foot net. You know, I think it'd be 2 or 3 people to lift one of these safely. You know, some of these big boys. And this is why I want a koi pond. I want a big koi pond, and I want to really grow some big fish like this. You know, just look at that fish. You know, that fish, no joke, is a solid 30 inches at least, if not more. Ooh, look at that concho right there. Nice concho. But you know, they're quick and they're just beautiful and they're majestic. They have so much power. Ooh, wow! Look at that doitsu. That is a nice fish right there. Doitsu, Concho, Shiro. I might have to ask how much that is. Like typically, we already know these start at $700-800 and up, but we'll see what that is. Like that's just a cool fish there. I like that fish. And I obviously love the Shiros. I'm a sucker for Doitsu, I'm a sucker for Shiros. You know, some of these things, like that guy, that Asagi right there that just came through the water. You know, he was magnificent. And you can see the waves these fish are creating because they're just huge. Like they're just really big. And I don't even know like how big this fish is. Like this fish literally is like my leg. Like it's bigger than my leg. I don't even know. Like that thing was huge. But some of these fish in here are just absolute jumbo, you know, in the girth. And so that means I would assume they're all females, you know, because they've got that big girth to them. But you know, let's keep moving around here. You know, I could play with those guys all day. Like, and that's why I want a pond that's big enough to handle some of that stuff. Like, I've got koi that are this size. I don't have this many, of course, but you know, they're just fun. You know, just look at that. I mean, who doesn't enjoy that? Like, if you have that going on at home, how is that not 100% fun? Every family member wants to do it. Ooh, a shishui back there. He's kind of in the mix now, but. Yeah, I mean you want people to come over, you want to feed the koi, and you want them to have the experience, and it's fun, and they're beautiful, and you get to pick each one, you get to name it, you know, they just, pretty much all the koi here at Koi.com are insane. Like, they just don't deal in low-end koi. Like for my store, I have to go to, you know, like Singapore or something like that, kind of for lower-end koi, but I do have, you know, them import koi for me here, and they do Sakai and Osaka and Danichi and all those big farms that are really known for high quality. But yeah, I mean, just look at those guys over there. There's huge comparisons. So that's why there's fewer fish, because the body mass is just insane over there. That guy right there, I swear I could ride that one. I could ride that thing like a dolphin. But yeah, so let's go feed and look at some other stuff. Another greenhouse here. These are kind of 5 to, yeah, I'd say like 5-inch little, 4 to 5-inch little guys. Got some more of the Hikari mix back here, which is kind of metallic scale and things like that. Lots more Ogons, so Yamabukis. These are all pretty shallow, so these are kind of, you know, quick pick bins, if you will. But we'll show you some more ones. Like, they had an auction today, so a lot of this was staging for the auction they had. Right here you've got some nice little guys. Well, not little, they're about 10 inches or so. Nice little Deutsu in the back. I'm always partial to Deutsu. I guess both those two are Deutsu. The orange guy, yeah, I can take it or leave it, but that guy, the Showa Sanke that's back there is nice. I like it. Alright, going to check out more greenhouses. Outdoor greenhouse, they've got lots of heaters, and that's a giant heater that heat these things and so they can keep you know, growing them throughout the winter and keep the chill off. But these guys in here, there's lots of aeration going, but these guys are all 14, 16 inches. And the ones in here are getting caught because they were auctioned off, but they were too big to be put in bags. So they're all scared now because some just got caught and they're getting bagged now that the auction's over. But yeah, and then we've got some other, you know, I'd say 14 inchers over here. And same with, they call them the Go Sanke mix, which is, you know, basically Kohaku, Sanke, and Showas. It's called the Go Sanke. Catching some of the koi that were auctioned off here. Giant net with a long stick. This takes some skill here. Now that he's on camera, it'll make it twice as hard. But it's a long fin Mitsuba, which is pretty cool. I was eyeballing that guy before he got caught, actually. Let's see if he can do it. He did it! So I don't know how much these went for because I got here after the auctions, but you know, they're definitely some really cool fish. I'm walking the tightrope here to film this. But someone went home with a lucky Mitsuba longfin. I wouldn't mind replacing my Mitsuba with a longfin just because you don't see the Mitsuba longfins very often, or I don't anyway. So
I haven't.
Yeah.
Not for a while.
Yeah, you see a lot of the Yamabukis and stuff like that, but not so much.
Lots of Ogon.
Yeah, lots of Ogon longfin for sure, yeah. So yeah, there's another fish getting bagged up, maybe some more here, but you know, I'm just kind of trying not to fall in with my camera here because that would suck, cost me a lot of money and I'd be wet. But, you know, lots of kohakus over here. Like, there's a pretty nice tancho right there, which the tancho means it's kind of got just a round circle. It's almost, like, that thing looks really nice, like, in terms of how circular the red patch is on the head there. Of course, every time I move, he moves. Oh yeah, I'm making shadows, that's the problem. So you can see my shadow, I keep scaring the fish. Like, no wonder they interact with me every time I move, so. Yeah, I'll keep filming and finding cool things to do while people are, you know, working. Green water ponds here. A lot of times they'll put things that got damaged in shipping, or they need a little more time for the color to come out here in the green water ponds. And so it's real still and easy for them to just kind of repair, and you know, they've got all the netting here to ward off any herons or anything like that. But you can see there's more and more ponds, you know, some more big ponds where they can kind of grow stuff out if they want to. And then, so we were just in like these two greenhouses, and there's one behind that tent there where they did the auction. And then over here they've got 5 more at least of the greenhouses, and there's some back behind them too, but I don't go in those ones too often just because they're kind of a trek. This is mostly, I don't know if there's many koi in here, I'd have to look, but lots of little bugs, and there must not be koi because there's too much algae and bugs in this one. So nothing in it currently, you know, just the summer getting to it. And but yeah, I'll take us into, so they pack and ship all the fish that you can see on koi.com and stuff, so they pack them to ship them out in this building. And that's kind of a fun process, and you can see there's more greenhouse in the back there, but I haven't been to those ones. Maybe I'll sneak over there and take a look, because I just, you know, some of them don't have koi in them, some do. It depends on what time you come and visit. So like this is a loop house here, lots of koi. And lots of spiders in here too, but it's kind of loud. Lots of air and water going in, super humid. In the summer, when it's 80 degrees out, it'll be like 110 degrees in here. But lots of, just little guys here. Lots of kohaku, some showas, and sankeis there. Huge vacuum filter here, like massive filtration to handle this pond here. Or I guess it's probably handling most of these together. And lots and lots of filtration. All these planks come up so they can, like, we're actually walking on top of water right now. But if I keep walking around here, more air pumps. Like, there's lots of air pumps to all these. There's lots of koi in here. When they just come in, they have to put stuff so they won't jump. And so if you look down there, there's a bunch of koi, but they must have just come in. And no koi in these ones at the moment, so that's why there's planks on them. Same thing's kind of going on over here. New koi in, so they can't jump. They don't want them, they don't mind if they jump to other water, but jumping onto the platform's not good, obviously. So more of the, probably gosanke mix, not the premiums, but, basically kohaku, showas. Lots more hikari mix. I buy a lot of this kind of stuff from my store because people like this. They like all the color. And it's really cool just to see how much, koi is here. Like, without knowing the number, and I could go ask, but there might be 3,000 koi in here. Like, I'm not sure how many are in here, but there's a lot. And, it's really fun when they feed them as well. And you can see here, like, how we're standing over water, and all these are, like, cupped, so you could definitely trip and die. Like, the public doesn't, like, you can walk here if you're escorted, but not typically. You can't just walk around. Oh, that's a sound I don't like. It sounded like it was going to give way to me, but, not everyone can always just walk through. Usually you got to be escorted, but, I'm doing my video thing, and I got the okay, to do that. So, yeah, showing you guys, and let's go check out another greenhouse here. I'm trying not to die, walking all these planks. Here's another greenhouse pond. I don't see any fish in this one, but you can see on the other side there's a filtration, another door, and another pond that way. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you can see the air here with all this air. There's tons and tons and tons of air. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the next greenhouse and see what we can find. So it looks like we've got a pond of long fins out here. So lots of small long fins. Looks like lots of ogons and things like that. I'm not sure where these things came from, if they're Hawaii or Japanese or what they are. But that's what this pond is. A little bit smaller pond. We can see the other side, a lot easier, not as big. But it's still probably 50 feet across, and then this way, probably left to right is probably 20, 25 feet, and so let's go check out the next one. So another big pond here. This one's bigger than the last one we're in. It doesn't look like there's anything holding in it at this point. Either they caught them all out or nothing's landed this season yet. We're still real early. We're early May. Koi season technically starts May 1st, and it's like May 14th right now. So just another pond. Let's go to the next one. So here we are in another one. This one's a little more natural here. I've seen them seine this one to catch the fish out. And, I can see some kohaku, and, there is some fish in here. It doesn't look like that many of fish, but, there's more now that I'm not scaring them as much, I guess. But, lots more. I can see a bunch in the distance feeding off the side and things like that. What you're hearing is all this air going on in here. And, yeah, so let's check out some more stuff. So we've got all these little guys surfing here. Let's throw them some food, see what they do. Yeah, they're just as hungry, aren't they? They love to eat. I love it when they surf on top of each other and, give them some more food. These are just handfuls and handfuls of food I'm feeding. You can see how fast it goes. Like, there's just so many koi, and they just, they sell online. They sell to other stores and other nurseries and things like that. They're just, they're the #1 importer of Japanese koi. They just move lots of volume. Lots and lots and lots of volume. That's why they have koi.com, stuff like that, So, yeah, let's see if anyone else wants to eat here. Like, even though, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be feeding these ones, but, while the boss is away, I'll play. Why not, right? Yeah, these guys look hungry. Sure. Shiros and stuff mixed in here. Let's see what these guys do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a fun sound. I love that sound. I need that to be like my texting sound on my phone or something. That's a good time. I want to see what these guys do over here because there's tons and tons and tons of them in here. Here they come. Oh man, that's just enjoyable. I don't care who you are, how old you are. You know, I'm like a 3-year-old kid right now, feeding fish, love it. I don't get that experience all the time, but I'm a kid in a candy store when it comes to this. So, alright, well, that's koi.com, main headquarters. There's more to come. It's really early in the season. I'm hoping to do a lot more videos and teach you guys about koi, teach myself about koi. You know, if you haven't already, if you go to koi.com, they do auctions of very high-end fish, like some of the very high-end stuff we've seen here. They also have the weekly koi. And so what they'll do is they start off koi, I want to say at 25 or 50 bucks, and then it just gets bid up. And sometimes you'll get those koi that we looked in there that, you know, should have been $400, $500, $600, $800, and they only go for 100 bucks. And they do ship. They ship every week. They're shipping out koi to all over the United States. And you can also call them and they can track stuff down for you. You know, this year I haven't, you know, maybe I just haven't seen, maybe that's what some of those big ones are, but they used to have one of these smaller ponds in this one that had the fish that were, you know, like 15 grand and higher. I don't know if that's what some of those big ones are over there. I'm not a good enough judge to judge some of those qualities. I know what I like, and I know a decent amount of the varieties, but I don't know, you know, I can't tell you what makes one fish $2,000 and one $20,000. You know, I'm not up on sashimi and all the other imperfections or things that you might be waiting on to grow out of and that type of thing. But they are, and they can sell you really high quality fish, and I want to do more with them. So if you like this content, go ahead and give it a like. That'll motivate me to do more koi videos. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out koi.com. And we'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm going to go see if I can't bribe that Tancho Doitsu. Well, I'm going to go see how much it is. And then I'll see if I can sneak it by the wife. And we'll see. You know, if I have a video where you see that guy, you know some shenanigans went on for me to get that. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.